In this video, we are going to see how to add new Mailchimp list subscribers to ActiveCampaign contacts. So let's say that every time a new subscriber is added to Mailchimp, which is an email marketing tool, so you want that the details of the user, with the details of the user, you want to create a contact in ActiveCampaign, which is a cloud-based sales and marketing tool. Now, how can that be done? Again, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Mailchimp and your action application would be ActiveCampaign. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now I'm going to click on sign in. And as I do that, here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And now we have reached the dashboard of this application. Again, on the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. And a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here my objective is to add new Mailchimp list subscribers to ActiveCampaign contacts. So basically here my objective is that every time a subscriber is added to Mailchimp account, then automatically the same subscriber should be added as a contact in ActiveCampaign. So now I'm going to click on create. And as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the response of your trigger application. So as per this integration, my trigger application would be Mailchimp. So let's look for this. Here it is. And the trigger event would be new subscriber. So every time a new subscriber would be added, then only this workflow would run. Now here we can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Mailchimp with Pabbly Connect. And then we have to follow the following steps. So first of all, we have to go to our Mailchimp account, log in there, and then navigate to the audience page. Let me show you how. So this is my Mailchimp account. Here we have to go to audience page, right? As we go there, we have to go to settings. Then here, as I scroll down, you can see webhooks. Let's click on this. And now we have to create a new webhook. So as I do that, here it is asking me to paste the callback URL. And it is very well mentioned here. This is the URL. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, go back to Mailchimp and paste this over here. Now, since we are creating a subscriber, so what type of update should we send? Only for the subscribers part. So I'm going to uncheck all these. And then for the only send updates when a change is made by a subscriber, by an account admin and via the API. So I'm going to select all the three and then click on save. As I do that, here you can see that the webhook has been successfully created. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and here we are going to click on recapture webhook response. So as we do that, here you can see it is asking me to log into the application where we have just added the webhook URL and then do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response, which basically means that now I'm going to create a test subscriber in Mailchimp account. So let's go back to Mailchimp, and here we are going to go to sign up forms, which is there within audience. Now here, let's go to form builder. I've already created a sign up form and this is the link. So I'm going to copy this. So this is my subscribers. You know how to subscribe. This is the sign up form. I'm going to open this link in a new tab over here. And as I do that, here you can see this is the form. Let's fill in the details. Let's say the first name is test. Then the last name is user. Then your email address is testuser123@pabblytudes.com. Then we have the mobile number. So let's say this is the mobile number, and the gender. Let's say it is male. I'm going to click on subscribe. So once this is done, let's click on subscribe once again. And here you can see that the subscription has been confirmed. So taking you back to Mailchimp account, let's go to all contacts. And yes, here you can see test user 123 has been created, right? So now as I click on this, so we get the information. So this is the first name, last name, email address, mobile number and gender. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect, and yes, here you can see that we have received the API response. So once we have received this response, let's check the response once first. So this is the mobile number, this is the last name, gender, first name, email address, data, list ID is there, and this is the email address once again. So once we have received this, I want to create an ActiveCampaign subscriber with this information. So my action application here would be ActiveCampaign, and the action event here would be create or update contact. Let's click on connect. Here again, Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with ActiveCampaign account. I'm going to click on add new connection, and to set up this connection, we need this API key and URL. How can we receive this? First, we have to log into our ActiveCampaign account. Then let me show you what we have to do. So this is my ActiveCampaign account. This is the dashboard. Here you can see settings on the left side. So let's click on this. As I do that, we have to click on this developers tab, and then this here is the URL and the key. So I'm going to copy the API URL, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste this over here. But here it is written that provide the URL without http://protocol. So I'm going to remove this. Now the API key. So this here is the API key. I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. Let's click on save. And here we can see that ActiveCampaign is now connected with Pabbly Connect. And now we are supposed to map this information. How do we do that? So as I click on this, it is going to show me the previous step. And here you can see this is the email address. Now you can see this is known as mapping. Why is mapping important? So that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. If I had written testuser123@pabblytudes.com manually, then every time the workflow would have run, it would have only taken this data. It would have never inculcated the new data. That's why mapping is important. Now let's map the first name, doing the same. So this is the first name. Then we have the last name. Here is the last name. Then we have the phone number. So this is the phone number. Then the tag ID. So if you wish to provide a tag ID, you can do that. Now the list. So let me show you my ActiveCampaign account. Here, as I go to contacts, you can see that I have created a list. Let's go to list. Yeah. So there is one list, master contact list. So I want that every time a subscriber is added, it should be added to this particular list. You can create your own list by clicking on this add a list tab. So this has already been inculcated by the system. Why? Because there was only one list. If there were multiple lists, and if you would have clicked here, so you would have received all the lists here in the drop down. You could have selected. Similarly, the account ID. So here also I have only one account, which is Pabbly Connect. So here it is. Yeah. So this is Pabbly Connect. So this has also been captured by the system. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as I do that, you can see that I have received the response according to which this subscriber must be created in ActiveCampaign as a new contact. So let's go to ActiveCampaign, and here we are going to contacts. Let's check, and yes, you can see test user 123@pabblytudes.com. This is the phone number, this is the account. This has been created on 8th of Feb. Which basically means that our integration process is a success. But we also need to check the same in real time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back to Mailchimp. Let's go back to the sign up form. Okay, form builder. Then I'm going to copy this URL once again. Open this in a new tab. And here I'm going to create another subscriber. Let's say the first name here is dear. The last name is sir. Then we have the email address dear sir @pabblytudes.com. Then we have the mobile number 1, and then we have the gender, which is, let's say it is female. Okay, so once we have filled in this information, let's click on subscribe, and I'm going to confirm that I'm not a robot. Traffic lights. So here we have the traffic lights. Let's click on verify and subscribe. Here we can see that the subscription has been confirmed. Now I'm going to take you to ActiveCampaign. I'm going to refresh this page, and here you can see that another subscriber has been created here as a contact, which basically means that this integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger application was Mailchimp, where the event was new subscriber, and our action application was ActiveCampaign, where the event was to create or update contact. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.